Okay, so I just finished videotaping another lesson, and so I'm going to try and do this one on top of the one that's already uploading, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll work just fine, but we shall see. So this is Thirsty for Knowledge Thursday, or Thankful Thursday, or any other TH word that you can think that goes with Thursday. Or just that Thursday. Here we go. Number 1, about how many commercials might have been shown this year during the Super Bowl. Well, the Super Bowl is a 3-hour or so sporting event. However, in that time, they don't show 400 commercials. And they certainly show more than 4. So we're going to estimate that they show about 40, and they're always pretty good. Do you know how much money they spend per commercial? It's like $1 million for a 30-second spot. It's insane. Here we go. Which letter on this shape is beside an obtuse angle? Remember, if you're cute and little. And if you're right, which might be this one right here, you're perfectly angled to create a square. And if you're obtuse, you're big and fat. So in this case, C goes over that 90-degree angle, and he's got a little bit of a belly going there. All right, number 3, which of the following groups of number is in order? Order matters. Least to greatest. I'm going to write this for the last time this week. Order matters. Hopefully you are sick and tired of hearing me say it, but that means you're sick and tired because it's stuck in your head. Order matters. Here we go. We have I'm just going to look in the tenth spot here. 3/10, 4/10, 6/10, 8/10. Least to greatest. Oh, well, that one is least to greatest. We're just going to double check that none of the other ones count. So we have 10, 31, and 40. So now I'm going to look at my 10th spot. 10 and 8/10 and 10 and 6/10. Oops, we went from bigger to smaller. Here we go. We have 8800s, 8400s, 7600s, 4900s. That's from greatest to least. And then we have 5, 3, 1, and less. So we have A is our answer. Number 4, we have 1/4 is equal to x over 8. So when we are doing these are called proportions. And proportions are somewhat similar to what you might call equivalent fractions. So they grow or decline at the same rate. And we'll also learn that these can also indicate a ratio. So if you see here, I have 1/4 equals x over 8. 4 times 2 gives me 8. Whatever I do to the top or to the bottom, I must also do to the top. I have to do the same thing in both directions. So 4 times 2 is 8, and 1 times 2 is 2, so x equals 2. Number 5, Anna finished a race 5 yards ahead of Jack. So here's Anna, and here's Jack. So from Anna to Jack is 5 yards. And then Jack finished 9 yards ahead of Tina. So how many yards ahead of Tina was Anna? 5 yards plus 9 yards is 14 yards. Number 6, 40 tickets were sold for a lottery. If Lon bought 2 tickets, what are the chances he will win? So he bought 2 out of the 40. And we can reduce this to 1. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 1/20th. But when we talk about chances, you could say he has a 1 in 20 chance of winning. But really, we don't necessarily understand that. Like, okay, he has a 1 in 20 chance. But what we understand is something slightly different. So I'm going to make this out of 100. 20 times 5 is 100. 1 times 5 is 5. That is the same as saying 5 100, there are 100 pennies or cents in a dollar. So we're going to say 5%. He only has a 5% chance of winning. Now, of course, when it comes to probability and chances, all it takes is one ticket to win. It could just be that your ticket is pulled, but overall, in theory, if everything were exactly perfect, your chances of winning are only 5% should you buy 2 tickets. Okay, number 7, what is the perimeter of the triangle? Remember, perimeter means plus, so I'm just going to add up the sides. I have 5 plus 13 plus 12. I'm going to do 12 and 13 because that's 25. Plus 5 is 30. And you might say 30 units. Whenever we don't have a unit of measurement, we just call it 30 units. I'm going to look at this cute little graph to the side of glasses of lemonade sold. Please note down here, this is kind of our scale. Each happy face is equal to 10 glasses. So I want to know how many glasses of lemonade did Rhonda sell. Rhonda sold 10 and 10 and 10. 10, 20, 30 glasses. Okay. Now we have addition of decimals. So I'm making sure that they're all lined up correctly. I'm going to add 6 plus 2 is 8/10. Bring my decimal straight down. 2 and 3 whole is equal to 5. Then we have 8 and 5/10 is equal to 1 and 3/10. So I'm going to bring down the 3 and I'm going to carry my 1 whole over the decimal point. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So my answer is 8 and 3/10. Number 10, we have a decimal multiplied by a power of 10. So when we multiply by a power of 10, we are saying that we can move our decimal to the right 1 place. So 5 and 6/10 times 10 is 56. 6 and 3/10 times 10 is 63. Now I want to just point something out. If this had been 6 and 3/10 times 100, the number of zeros in my power of 10 tell me how many times I can move my decimal to the right. So in this case, I could move it to the right 2 places. 1, 2. And then my answer would be 630 because I would fill in this blank spot with a placeholder, which is a 0. So again, the number of zeros in my power of 10 tell me how many times I can move my decimal out to the right as long as I'm multiplying. All right, guys. Study for that Math Minute quiz tomorrow morning, and I will see you then.